Hi Aries, this is Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your mid-month love reading for November 2020. So anyone with Aries in their sun, moon, rising, or Venus, you will find messages here. Also, any cross watchers who want to know about your Aries, you can do that here as well. We are calling in your angels and guides, the collective, the highest vibrations of love and light, because I don't want to talk to anybody else. And asking for messages for Aries for November 2020. Aries in love. Here we go, Aries. What is going on with you for November 2020, the rest of November? You've already got lots of masculine energy around you, Aries. Lots of men around you, or lots of masculine energy around you. Lots of doing and active energy. Okay, so big picture is the first thing that I am noticing, and the big picture is talking about sometimes this is moving on to another level from a situation that was possibly challenging or difficult, but this can be like school. It can be like graduating, having to work really hard, and then you're working for something and you graduate. But this is relationship oriented, so it's like I have done what I've needed to do, and now I am walking through a threshold. I've evolved. There's some kind of evolution that's happening here, which is the big picture. And okay, I'm looking next at the heart of the situation, and the heart of the situation is talking about being emotionally ready to move on and move forward. That is another emotional rite of passage, except it's being crossed with this, I'm a little nervous about making a decision to do that. I'm emotionally ready to move forward, but maybe I'm not ready to be action oriented around that. I know that I'm emotionally ready to move on, but I'm not actually making the moves. Happening now and into your near future is talking about straight up lies, Aries. Lies, that's what I'm hearing. This can be a lot of different things, but what I'm hearing, lies. What are these lies about? These lies are about somebody saying that there hasn't been a third party, or somebody saying, and when I say third party, yes, it can mean like a romantic third party, but it can also mean somebody who's interfering in your relationship. It can be somebody, this has come up a lot in the readings that I've done just today, but people trying to give their 2 cents, and it's none of their damn business, basically. So that could be the third party, somebody literally saying, just telling lies. What is this about, Aries? Right. If somebody is not treating you what you are worth, somebody is not acknowledging your worthiness. So they could be very well like telling you lies by not acting like you are the high priestess that you are, or the king or emperor that you are. Your advice is talking about not doling out all of your resources to everyone who asks for them. It's about being I'm hearing civilized. It's about being civilized, but it's also, you don't have to, it reminds me of something. Like if you have something and you hand it, usually to a kid, they'll just like take it because that's what they do. But usually a lot of people do that. If you hand somebody something, they'll take it. And you don't have to do that. You don't have to take it. No thanks. Oh, sorry, I can't hold that right now. You don't have to just like take it on and say yes. So your advice is telling you to be discerning, and you are coming from a place of really being in your head, in your thought process, and not being confused by that. But there's some kind of contemplation or inquiry here about what is going on. What's happening here? I need to get really nice and clear about that, because in my happening now and into the near future, there have been some shady things that have been said out loud that actually don't make sense. So just recognize that you are not crazy. I have just been listening to the audiobook Untamed by, what is her name? Glennon Doyle. And one of the very first things that I heard is, you are not crazy, you are a cheetah. And that is kind of what's coming up here. It's like, you are not crazy. You are not being treated what you're worth. I get it. If somebody's been trying to gaslight you, you might feel crazy, but you're not crazy. So keep that in mind too. Okay, yep. Your higher self is saying you need some serious self-care. You need to stand up for yourself. You need to do something, maybe not even like speak the words. You need to take action that is standing up for yourself. Your angels and guides are like, you are a manifestor and you can create your own ideal situation. You can take care of this, Aries. You can take care of this. Okay. So release the idea that you are not this action-oriented masculine energy having person that can get things done and call the shots. Release the idea that you are not that. You are completely that. And you've got this emperor and you've got this magician. You are absolutely, you can like create magic. You can create empires from nothing into something spectacular. So that is insane. Also, there is some resistance to dysfunctional group or family dynamics. So what that tells me is you have momentum moving toward group cohesiveness after you make some kind of unpopular decision, which is fine because that's what we have to do sometimes. You got to take care of you. Past, present, future. In the past, it's like there has been some serious divine timing at play here. In the present, I am able to kind of wash things away, let bygones be bygones, water under the bridge. I can look at situations and experiences I've had in the past, and I can see that they're different than the experiences and situations that I have now, and they're not necessarily the same story. I don't have to get stuck in the cycle of stories that I've told myself or other people have told themselves and told you about. I'm really moving on. So this in your trajectory is talking to me about not having some discipline, Aries. So let me see what this is about. What is the lack of discipline about? Because coming from a place of the King of Swords is coming from a place of some discipline. This is self-discipline. This is what you're saying to yourself, getting clear with your own discipline. And so then the trajectory, the horizon, not sticking with some kind of being disciplined about what? About feeling grounded, or about feeling like, I almost feel like, Aries, all of a sudden you just like want to be frivolous and party. And like, I don't even know about celebrate, but it doesn't feel celebratory, but it kind of is a release of some kind. But it's about what you have not intrinsically felt as safe. And now it's like you can trust yourself. But this is going back and forth with feeling secure and safe, not being disciplined. Like, I feel like you're all of a sudden going to be like, screw this, I'm out of here. And you like go off and buy a house or buy a beach house and you take off, or you go like spend all your money, or you go to the casino, or like, I don't know. It's like you go off and you're like, I'm not giving you my resources anymore. I'm going to go spend my own resources. I'm going to go be frivolous and I do what I want. That's what it feels like. But are you doing what you want to your detriment is what I'm wondering. You're needing to do some self-care. You're like, this has been a long time coming. But instead of actually moving on from that emotional thing, it's like you're escaping from it. Okay. You're doing some escape. I want to ask your advice around this. Your advice is like, create a solid foundation, make a little birdhouse in your soul. That's what I'm hearing. I love it. So instead of escaping and spending all of your resources that actually help you to, and resources are time, energy, effort, love, money, respect, information. I mean, it's all those things that help us go forward. It's not just about money and finances and things like that, but this is about making the birdhouse in your soul. So all those resources, this is about the self-care. Let's like put all of that time and energy and effort and spirituality, put it in the birdhouse. That's where your soul is. Put it into your body, put it into your temple, put it into your surroundings that make you feel safe, solid, and secure, that make you feel balance. Okay, I want to talk to the Lenormand Aries. What's happening here? Happening now and into the near future? This is you having to do some healing on your own and not expect other people to be doing it for you or to be helping you out with it. And this happening now and into the near future, we've got all this stuff that you're going to have to deal with other people's lies. BS is what I'm hearing, really. You're going to have to heal from this. You're going to have to put an end to it. And the end might literally be, I'm not available to hear what you're saying because I don't agree with you, or it's not ringing true for me, or it's not resonating with me. Something's off here. Your energy is not matching your words, something like that. You can just call it what it is. And you can just say, hey, I don't know what it is, but something's not right. And I need to go figure that out within myself. You don't have to stick around for it. This is you having to go through a healing process and you having to be in charge of it. Okay, future. You know, I kind of feel like this has to do with like writing, internalizing some things, journaling, Aries. But this is about some kind of written information. This also could be legal documentation coming your way. This has to do with reflection. Some, you know, that looks like journaling to me. Oh, and also you can do some automatic writing, Aries, and get some information in that way. Okay, angels and guides. I am asking for Aries, angels and guides to give us some information with the romance oracle here. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic connection here. And religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Something coming up for you. Needing to get nice and clear about those old stories versus the new stories. There it is. Those old stories versus those new stories. I used to do it this way, but I don't have to do it that way anymore. I'm more open. I can do it a whole bunch of different ways. I can live life differently. I can experience differently, and I can, how I even want to say, I can see the future differently. So keep an open mind. Oh, you're going to have a lot of energy related things, the religious factors and the chemistry. There's going to be an immediate chemical connection, energetic connection from somebody that you don't expect. That I feel like is happening in your trajectory. Wow. Okay, Aries, that's a lot going on for the rest of November. Keep me posted. Looking forward to your December Tarotscope, and I'll see you soon. Bye, Aries.